in the book, and then.
But did you like write your answers somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's what I did. There was a few I was like unsure on that I thought it would be maybe good to cover before we do the test.
Yeah, honestly, I'm so lost when it comes to chapter 17, I think.
17.
That's the one.
Is that when you had the baby?
Yeah.
I would see.
I figured out 19 pretty well. I mean, that one's fairly easy, but then
17 is 2 proportion. No, 17 is 1 proportion, but it just goes more in detail, I think.
is 1 proportion. Okay, then I think 18 is the one that I struggled with, because even
The 2.
in the upper and lower bounds, I could not get the right answer to save my life, and I'm pretty sure I was doing the math right, but
yeah, we
just
actually
never
all
came
ran
out.
into that. I had a hard time figuring out which study we were supposed to use. On which question?
It was, I think it's 14 or 15. I think 14 is the one I've been trying to work on, and it's just, I can't figure it out.
Oh, are you looking at like question 14 through 18?
Yeah, those
No
ones
problem.
are hard.
Yeah, so you just use Excel on this and it makes it really fast.
Oh, okay.
You don't actually have to do all the hand calcs. And I even emailed the teacher and I was getting really frustrated because like a lot of us in our group meetings, the past 2 group meetings have been like slightly off in our answers. Even if we type the parentheses right or the times right. And I emailed her and she was basically like, I think my question specifically was on a covariance problem from like the last chapter. And she's just like, to be honest, it's not going to be on the test. And it's totally still right. It's close enough or whatever. So she's like, don't worry about it.
Sweet.
But I would just use Excel for those ones because it's going to be the right answers that you need to put into the test to get it right. If you do your hand calcs, you might have slightly different decimals.
Well, I had very different decimals.
So maybe, I don't know. I do know that you need to be very careful when you type it into the calculator how many parentheses you're doing, and you need to like type the time symbol when you're putting something next to a parenthesis so it knows it's going to times it, depending on your calculator.
Yeah. I'm sure that's part of my problem.
Yeah. I had to have my husband's help on that, and he got the right answers when he typed just like 1 extra parenthesis and 1 time symbol that I didn't do.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Did you dye your hair? It's cute.
Thanks.
Are you naturally a blonde?
I'm more of a strawberry blonde.
Okay, that's kind of what it looks like, strawberry blonde. Well, more like strawberry.
Yeah. When I was young, I had really red hair, and then it turned blonde, strawberry, and I like the red better.
Going back natural, the original for you.
Yeah.
Okay, the question I didn't understand was question 13, like right before those. So what is the probability that your random sample of 100 adults will have a sample proportion of less than 0.25? I was like, what is this talking about?
So I had trouble with that one too, and then I found an example. This is actually from lesson 16.
Okay.
And they did, so one of the example problems in that lesson was the coin toss. They tossed it 25 times. I'm going to
pull mine up really quick. Lesson 16, the first assignment we did?
It's actually in the reading,
it's in the
example that I found.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm in lesson 16, pulling up the readings. I think I'll understand it.
It should be under 3.2, I think. Maybe 3.3.
Tossing a coin?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So that one goes through the whole process of how you find the probability, and I couldn't figure that one out for the longest time until I found that question or example.
So you do this, you basically find the z-score?
Yeah, and then enter it into the applet and then use the area.
But that, how do you know it's like 0.25? I would think you plug in the area and go off the z-score, but then that doesn't make any
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, the question that they posed in the example was, find the probability of the sample portion will exceed 0.68, which corresponds to p hat 0.68.
Okay.
So p hat is 0.25, and p.
Oh, and the problem in the test one is 0.25?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then p is 0.30.
And then we plug it in to was this question a one proportion?
I believe so.
Okay, so we would plug it into the, let's see, they don't want the probabilities of the hypothesis test, I guess. I think I even tried that too, if I remember correctly. Because I did think maybe 2.25 was P. And 3, because the mean of the sample distribution is P hat and 11, that's where you get 3.3.
Yes, I believe so. Let me double check that.
Which I accidentally put 30, but I think I meant 0.3.
Yeah, so I used
was P
number 11.
5. That's what Marianne just texted. So you think P was 0.5 and not 0.25? Because there are only 2 sides. Oh, are you looking at the coin tossing one? Because there's 2 sides of the coin. I'm looking at question 13 with the probability now with the 0.25 and the 0.3 is P hat on the review test. I'm doing the math. So 0.05 is the top. I guess I didn't do this much in like the homework, so I didn't think it would be in the test. Okay, I'm just plugging it in to see if I get a correct or close to correct answer. So, sample size in this is 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Square root that. Okay, 0.43, which I guess is closest to 0.046.
On that one, I got 0.138.
Oh, P hat equals 0.3 though, right, Marianne? You got what on 12?
Oh, on 12? Yeah, I got 0.0458.
Oh, 458. That's not what I just got. Because I just did the standard deviation portion of it. Let me.
Oh, no, that's the same. B is rounded, is the rounded version.
But I got 0.046.
Yeah,
that is right?
That's right. I didn't round. Okay. Yeah, I didn't round mine.
I see. And then if you do 0.046, except for I really got 4.3, like rounded to 4.4, but it's really close, so I'm gonna go with it. Okay, now I got for the whole entire hypothesis test, or the z-score, I guess, 1.08. So I would plug that into the applet, right?
Yes.
And then it's a double-sided test. No, less. It's a one-sided test.
Yeah. So wait, maybe I did this one wrong. I did not do the middle, right? You just do the left tail on this one.
So I got 0.139 rounded. Well, so 138. That is an answer.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I got.
Okay, yay. Awesome. That was the only one I was like 100% clueless.
Yeah, I'm honestly clueless for a lot of these right now.
Is she in the dentist's office again now? I see like the chair.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. So figured that out now. And that was more what I would expect, actually. And I could have used Excel on that one too, huh? To get the z-score, the test statistic.
I have no idea. Can
If
you
we
use
wanted
Excel
to
on
double check.
chapters 17, 18, and 19?
So you use Excel for chapters 16 and 17 and 18,
Okay.
but not
Oh, okay.
19. Not the
Right.
one right before the test. That one you just use SPSS.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah, that one I tried.
but they basically said we could use Excel on everything on the others, but we still have the problems down, you know, in case we don't have like an actual, well, I don't know. I guess they did that so we knew where it's coming from. And I did the hand calculations to make sure I knew how to do them, but on the test it might be nice to make sure I have the right answers for Excel.
Yeah.
It's all around the same. So, all right. Let's just run through the whole thing and make sure we all have like same answers. I have a few others where I had like 2 options that I wasn't sure on. Like for all the trying to figure out which test you're supposed to run on things, I don't know. After all, like there's like 9 to choose from now, and it's just getting confusing for me.
Yeah, it is. So you're talking 1 through what, 5, I think?
Yeah, the first few, because it's especially like the proportions versus like 1 proportion or 2 proportion tests versus like 1 sample test, 2 sample tests, those 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not always so sure.
Yeah.
Go like for the keyword proportion. All right, so number 1, and Marianne, are you there? I can see your arm, but I'm not sure if she's there. She might be picking up her kid from the thing. Okay, on number 1, I thought it was the independent sample t-test D. What did you think?
That's what I put down.
Oh, that's good. And then 2, I thought it was paired samples t-test.
That's what I put down too.
Okay. 3, I wasn't sure on this one, so I said either test of 1 proportion or 1 sample t-test.
This one I put 2 proportion test.
No, 2 proportion.
So
Let's read that one again.
3.
Because I thought it was just 1 sample that they took and they're comparing it to the population. Which I guess it does say proportion in there, so I bet it is a proportion one and not one of the other kinds.
I think that's the only reason why I put one of the proportions.
Yeah. Now I'm deleting the other answer. I think it's 1 proportion. All right. Marianne will put her headphones on in a second. Oh, she's checking out. Okay. So yeah, 3, I feel like, because they had the big sample, and then of that, they have 248 were classified as heavy, and of that, there was 152 that were male, and they're only studying the males that were heavy, and they don't say anything about all the other people.
That's true. Yeah, you're probably right.
So I kind of thought it was confusing though, because it was like a sample within a sample.
Yeah, that's really confusing.
Yeah. So I went through that debate for a little bit too. But I'm glad I noticed the word proportion in there because I think that helps this time.
I'm hoping that's going to be the giveaway on the test.
Yeah. All right, and then 4, I put paired sample t-test, which I already had as an answer on 2, so I wasn't sure.
That's what I put too.
Okay.
And yeah, it made me nervous.
I know. It's like they did say at the top that you could put them twice. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, but that always scares me because usually they don't still.
Exactly. But I said that because it's the students who are opening them. The students who are opening them were the same. So I thought it was dependent because the people being tested are the same.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It tells you, knowing the ones in the first test tell you who's in the second test. So that should be right.
Waving at us.
So I need help with 5 through 7.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is the exact same thing, just using different phrasing.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Well, let's go through it then. I was kind of hoping to just... Hi. Are you going to drive home, Marianne?
I'm gonna head home, so I'll be, if you guys are still available.
How long is your drive?
It's just like a mile away.
Oh, okay.
So
well, we're
yeah, we'll still be going.
Yeah, we totally will. This is gonna take a little while, probably.
So I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
Bye. Okay, so 5 through 7. I feel like you're about to say something. Okay. 5, I got paired sample T confidence interval.
Okay.
Because it's the only difference is we're just doing confidence intervals versus hypothesis tests and picking which one. And let's see. And I thought it was that because both appraisers looked at the same houses.
That's true. So one would tell you about what's in this. But I was confused because I think it throws me off since it says the bank ended up evaluating the properties that the appraisers
Recently valued.
used. But I guess...
So I think it was bank versus appraisers, but they did look at the same houses. So I feel like that
it'd still be paired samples, is that what you said?
I think so. We could. How about we also, when Marianne gets back, ask her. I'll just give that number a different highlight color. Get a third opinion.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And then 6, I got independent sample T confidence interval. Did you not get that one?
Let's see. So this one I was confused because it says observe the difference in, wait. Oh, I got a crying baby.
Oh, you can go get him.
I think, Jamie, do you have him? Yeah. Do you want me to take him? Okay, my husband will do it for now.
Okay. That's nice. Is he on like leave? Just while he's leaving?
No. Right now, he's doing a lot of summer school, so we're taking it easy on the workload so he can get through school so we can get good grades and get to med school.
Oh, that's good. That's nice that he's home.
Yeah, it's really nice. So with this one, it confused me because it talks about the difference in the satisfied versus very satisfied.
So
and the only... What?
It could be 3, like ANOVA, but the ANOVA is not an option.
No. So what I was thinking, the only time I've ever seen anything talk about differences is with the dependent samples, which is not even an option.
I thought it was independent. Paired samples is dependent. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, but I thought it was independent because they were comparing psychology to accounting, which are totally different majors.
That's true.
So I figured that would be independent. So they're basically doing satisfied and very satisfied for the psychology, and then satisfied or very satisfied for accounting.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Independent sample. Okay, and then for number 7, this one,
I have 2 answers. I'm sure.
So, true mean filling double stuff versus... I have no clue on this one.
Like, I remember doing this, and I don't think it was already in the proportion time. It's like lessons that we did the double stuff.
Yeah.
if it's the same, question. And I don't see the word proportion anywhere in there. So it kind of makes me think it's paired
Yeah.
sample because they're both Oreos made by like the same company.
Yeah.
I-
That'd be the only one that would really make sense to me because, well,
'Cause
we don't have
regular-
any sigmas, so we don't know. So sigma's not known.
No, I feel like it's
But-
two tests because there's a double stuff plus regular Oreos that they're comparing
Yeah.
to. So they have to compare a regular Oreo to a double stuff. So I think it's paired.
Yeah.
I also said like
That would make
confidence level
sense.
for two proportions, but I wasn't. Now that I look at that, I'm like, well, I don't see anything about proportions in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably paired.
I don't know if keyword is supposed to be proportion. Like, I'm gonna watch the teacher's video and try to get all that figured out after
Yeah.
this, and hopefully she gives like ways to remember.
Seriously, I need to go back and watch all 3 videos now.
Yeah. I was hoping to like already take this test, but we still have that cat in our vent, and they tore apart our entire vent system
Oh.
yesterday, and I spent my entire afternoon doing that.
Ew, that's awful.
It is. It's been in there for 5 days without food or water, and it just keeps meowing. And I'm like, it's breaking my heart every time it meows. I'm like, just come out and eat food.
Yeah, it's
Kind of distracting.
just get out.
It's kind of a stupid cat.
Sounds like it.
It's giving us a lot of grief. So I'm like, I keep having interruptions. Anyways, I'm behind now and where I wanted to be.
Me too.
I just want to get this done.
Yeah.
8, I put the probability of rejecting whether it's true or not. Or I guess it's the null, whether it's true or not.
I put the probability of a type 1 error.
Which one of the following best defines the notion of the significance level of a hypothesis test?
So
I feel like I actually read that somewhere, and that's where I pulled it from.
yeah. Let's see. Where did I find that one? Oh, I think it was toward the beginning. So in my notes in lesson 9, I have written down the level of significance is the probability of committing a type 1 error. But
Oh, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I think I remember that now. Where did I think I got my answer from now? I'm trying to
so I remember in this lesson, it talked about the level of significance, but it never straight out like explain it. You kind of had to read carefully because before the definition that I just read, it does say level of significance is the number that decides if something's small enough to reject the null. So,
and it makes sense because even with the level of significance, it can't tell you if it's true or not, if the null is, because the null could still possibly be true or not. That's where the error is playing. So you're probably right.
yeah.
And you think it's type 1 error? I gotta look at what that means again. So that's when you, the null is true, but you reject it.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I know B is a p-value. Answer to B. I know it wasn't that one. Let's also just ask Marianne. I'm going to highlight anyone that you and I were basically different on just to get a third.
Okay.
Because she might have been confused on it too.
Yeah, that sounds good.
9. 9, I put B. The probability of observing a sample statistic is more extreme. Because I remember that was a p-value. So 10, I looked this one up. 95% of all 95% confidence intervals actually contain the true mean. I'm pretty sure that one is right.
Okay. That one, honestly, I never. Oh, wait, I don't want to write that. For the actual wording, I was thinking it was either 95% of the data is between 10 and 20, or just B, the sample mean is between 10 and 20. But I'm pretty sure it's not actually B.
Yeah, those are like the sample. If it was A or B, it would be B because our studies are usually just on the sample means, not all the population data. So it would be B if it wasn't D, but I looked it up because I was also debating that. And I think it is 95% of all 95% confidence intervals actually contain the true mean. So like they're 95% sure that within that confidence interval, it's going to contain the true mean.
Yeah,
Like
but didn't she say it only works for that one test, so you can't say of all the confidence intervals?
I wish I remembered where I found that now. I feel like write that stuff down. Let's ask Marianne on that one.
Okay. I know. Let's see, I think this is what was on the second test, I think.
Because I feel like 95% of the sample means are between 10 and 20 is more like a probability thing. But I mean, level significance isn't probability, but kind of is. Oh, I know what I did. I looked at an old quiz and I looked at the answer and I'd gotten it wrong, and the real answer was that kind of answer. That's what I did.
Really?
Yeah. I can try to go back and figure out which quiz it was. It was one of the earlier quizzes, I want to say. Oh man, I don't know if I could figure that out.
That's okay. I'm looking. I could have sworn I wrote down an example because. Right. Okay, so I have confidence interval only covers current sample mean, not the population. The correct way to answer confidence interval. We are 95% confident that the mean ideal weight for all women is between. So, okay, well, that doesn't really.
Well, that's their question. They're saying we are 95% confident
Yeah.
the true means between this. What does this mean?
Yeah.
Oops.
Well,
I just had a window open and now I can't find it. Did I? Oh, I know what it was. I'm looking back in my history to see which quiz I was looking at. Okay, I looked at 16 and 17, so now I'm looking to see which one I was right on. Here we go. So question 12 of the lesson 17 homework quiz. If you look back at like your answers and stuff, there's a question that says, what does the phrase 95% confidence mean? And I had put down the sample proportion is in 95% of the confidence intervals we make, but the real answer is if we create 95% confidence intervals, 95% of them will contain the true population.
Okay, so yeah, then it would be D. That was one, I was in the hospital for that one, for that quiz. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think that's right. Hey, Marianne.
Hi. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's been a crazy morning.
We were debating a question right now that maybe you can help us with.
What is it you're debating?
Question 10. I don't know, you probably need a minute to open up everything.
Which one? The review or the
review question 10.
Let's see. Question 10. I was wondering about that one too. This was something I got wrong. I'll tell you in a minute. I need to do this class right now, so please be quiet. I was guessing the 95% of all 95% confidence interval. Just because I know it's not a chance one.
Yeah.
And let's see, A and B.
That's what Mary or Maddie was looking at. But I thought it was D as well because I looked at an old quiz 17's homework, and there was an identical question, and we had gotten it. Well, I guess I had gotten it wrong, so it's just us. And the real answer, if you look back at it, it is if we create many 95% confidence intervals, 95% of them will contain the true proportion.
Yeah, I kind of remembered that as well, but I wasn't confident because I didn't quite understand why.
Yeah. That's why I looked up like an old test to see if an example.
Yeah.
But I think it's right. But I think it's right. But I mean, their question in this test is, what does the phrase 95% confidence mean? Well, this one is like, what does it mean when we're saying we are 95% confident that the true mean is between 10 and 20? So it's like a slightly different question.
I think it's the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, probably good.
Then Marianne, Marianne. So both your names start with M, so sometimes I feel like I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah.
We have a few others that we thought we'd just go with you, and then we'll continue back to where we were. Like we'd ask you because we were debating on them. And then at the end, if you have some specific ones you want to ask, we can go back and do those too. Does that sound okay?
Are you already in the quiz, or are you just
No,
listening?
we're just looking at the review still.
Okay.
Because then we'll basically plug the answers in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other ones we were unsure about, and we wanted your opinion on is 5 and 8.
Let's see, 5 and 8. Bank employees, 2 appraisers. This is the one that I was like, if I could just find the quiz question, I'm pretty sure I'd know the answer to, because there was a whole bunch of examples that used the appraisers.
Uh-huh.
Improving. Okay. I had guessed, because again, 1 through 9, I was like, oh no, I don't know if I remember how.
These ones are hard.
Yeah. I was guessing the independent sample T confidence interval, but I might be totally wrong.
Okay. I had guessed it was paired sample because I mean, there were 2 different people studying it, but they're looking at the same houses. So I thought it was like the houses made them dependent.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't sure either. And then Maddie, what was the original answer again? Like we talked about it and we thought maybe it's paired sample now, but Maddie also thought it was it independent too?
I assumed that they were, let's see, what does it say? 6 properties that were very similar.
I thought it said they were the same. Yeah, it says.
Yeah.
Oh wait, where does it say it?
So
Yeah,
they're
same types of properties consistently. Oh, well, it says the bank evaluates 6 properties that both appraisers had recently valued too. So it was the same houses.
Yeah.
okay.
So my thought would be paired samples, just because the houses in one test tell you which houses are in the other ones. But I don't know.
Because it's like the appraiser and the bankers are different. So, but one thing is dependent. So
Were either of you able to do the review with the teacher?
I'm gonna watch it next. That's my
Yeah.
goal.
I was going to stay up, and then I was like, I can't. 10:30 is too late.
That's what I was like. This doesn't work well for Eastern.
So I was hoping she'd have it up early this morning, because she might have covered some of these questions.
It's up now. But I was reviewing all my notes.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna watch that after if I have time.
Yeah, I was hoping that she'd cover some of these, how to tell which study it's from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go with that guess for now. And Marianne, you could even put yours down and we can see which one is right. We can take it twice.
And the 8 you said was the other one?
Yeah. I think I'm going with Maddie's answer on this one now, but originally I thought it was something else, so I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Number 8, let me look at what I chose. I think what I chose was A.
Yeah, that's what I had chosen, but then I switched it to the probability of a type 1 error because Maddie gave a good reason. Can you say that reason again?
Yeah, I was wondering about the error ones, because I remember some of the things we read before had that as one of the answers, but I couldn't remember, so I just went with A.
Well, I had looked it up and I thought it was A2, but I can't remember where I looked it up. But I think I thought it was that one because, I mean, you can't be 100% true, but you could be 95% sure that the null is true or not. I guess it's
I bet it probably is C then. You said type 1 error?
Yeah.
What was a type 1 error again?
The HO is true, but you reject it.
Okay. Okay.
Because I guess the significance level is trying to help us know if it's true and if we're rejecting it, right?
Yeah. Buddy, please. I need to just have this thing.
Okay, now we're back to question 10 or 11 now. That's where we were together now.
Okay. How about you talk to David about that?
Okay, we already kind of reviewed some of these when I had my question.
Yeah. So it would be 0.30, right? Because 30 and 70 aren't technically percentages.
Mm-hmm. And then 12 we got was 0.046.
So let me put this side by side so I can see. So yeah, so 11 I got 0.30.
Okay.
And 12 I got 0.046.
Okay. So 13 was 0.1838, right?
Yeah, 0.138.
Okay, so we're all on board there. That's good. 14 is a new problem. This is where you had some questions, right, Maddie?
Yes.
I can't remember. Did we already answer those? Oh yeah, we said using Excel, huh?
Yeah. So how would you use Excel on this one? Let me see if I can.
So is this a 2 proportion or a 1? That's what you have to figure out first.
I think this is 2. This is the one.
Yeah, it's 2. So you would do the second tab on Excel on that spreadsheet that she gave us? There's like a particular spreadsheet called like category.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's gonna be back in like a unit. It's reading probably. You could find it. Go try.
It's on the box.
Is that you? With the extra cheese?
Try 17.
David knows how.
But would it be in the book in 17 or just in the preparation?
I'm looking right now. Yeah, it's in 17 in the book. 2.3. There's a link to it, and you can download it that way.
It's called the Categorical Data Analysis HAT.
Okay, let's see. I wonder if so I took notes on 17, and now I'm wondering if I skipped part of it, because it doesn't look like I have everything.
It was a pretty easy one with the Excel stuff, but.
Let's see.
Yeah, if once you have that Excel function set up, it makes it really easy. You just enter the information in and it gives you the confidence interval.
And you do it on the second tab if it's a 2 proportion.
Yeah.
So do I need to save this one to my computer?
If
Yeah.
we let you.
Okay.
He'll definitely want it. I did my calculations, like hand done, and they were off, but they were still pretty close to one of the answers. And I plugged it into Excel, and it was that same answer. So
That's
Okay.
good. I didn't bother. I didn't bother doing hand calculations this time.
I didn't even think about it. I like did all these hand calculations. I was like, wait, this is the kind I can use Excel on. Yay!
Okay, why isn't it pulling anything up?
I think I have to go break up a fight really fast.
Okay. Wait, diagram survey. I'm very confused.
And then you just fill everything into the green boxes.
Here we go. So the two portions. Oh, okay. Let me try and fill these in real quick and see if I can get the right answer.
You what?
Let me fill this in really quick and see if I can get the right answer.
Okay.
So
I'm like starving. It's lunchtime, so
Uh,
I'll probably just grab some.
do it. I'm really hungry too. Well, this
I actually didn't eat breakfast. I'm so stressed out.
Oh, you should go get some breakfast right now while I do this problem.
That's fine.
I ate too much breakfast because I was stressed out. Opposite. I like poured like 3 bowls of cereal. It's just like it was like mustering in my problems or whatever.
I'm the My Maid leader. This is our first combined activity where My Maids are in charge, and they wanted to do cupcake wars. So I'm like,
It's prepping, lots of prepping.
yeah.
I know I'm doing ward visits today because I just got called as president of Young Women's. And so going out with my counselors, and we're supposed to do it Sunday. I got canceled, got moved today. Like everything I was supposed to do over the weekend got moved to during the week, and now I'm like, I have only half days to work on homework almost every single day this week. And then the cat issues created even more interruptions. So
Did you ever get it out?
they tore our entire ventilation system apart yesterday.
Oh.
And the entire thing, couldn't find it, put it all back together. Cat meows again, right there.
Oh.
So it's still there. You might hear it meowing in the background. It's just wandering around down there 5 days without food or water. It's driving me nuts.
Oh.
I feel really bad for it, but it might just die down there if it's too stubborn to come up.
Then it will stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you really got to get it out.
But our landlord is like, we've had the HVAC guy come twice, and he's had 2 unsuccessful attempts.
Wow.
So if it dies, then he has to come in a 3rd time and try to find it still. And it's hard to find it when you can't hear it, you know?
Yeah.
So like our last idea we're having is like the heat thermo things, like try to like figure out the heat transfer of the cat inside the vents and hold that up. Those are like $250, so we don't want to spend money either.
Yeah.
It's not even our cat, and we're going on a trip, and I feel like I have to get a babysitter for this like stray cat that lives in my vent system.
Yeah.
We've been planning on this. Yeah.
Okay. So I got, for number 14, I got negative 0.03 and 0.029.
That's what I got.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That makes it so much easier.
Right?
Okay. Make a little note for that. Okay. So then for number 15, which one was that one? I got, I think it's B that I put for number 15.
Yep. That's what I did too.
Sorry, say it again. It blipped.
B. I got B.
B on 50.
B. Yes, I got B as well.
Cool. Okay, and then 16. Okay. One is just using Excel too.
They're all right there. Makes it really
So
easy.
then this one is D.
Yes.
No, isn't it D?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Is that
You said D.
D?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then P value is 928. Okay, but that's not on there.
You might need to change the p-value. Let's see.
It should be there.
Change the type of test. Is it a less than, equal to,
This is
like,
Oh, okay. So
I think it's a different, right? Not equal to.
yeah, let's take a look at the instructions.
yeah. Okay. So that one I got D again.
I think that's
Which one?
Falling back down.
Did you say B or D?
D, the last one.
Yes. That's
Okay.
what I got. I thought you said B at first too.
And that means you
Okay, that
reject
makes it so much easier.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Life just got better again, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
So then for 18, I got E. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I think that's what I put too. That one I actually didn't write down, but okay. So then 19.
19,
got,
I entered into SPSS. Is that what you guys did?
mhm,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you use that for instead.
yeah,
So
so
actually, type it all in.
I got A on 19.
Me too.
Yes, that's what I got.
Woohoo!
Sweet. And then 20, 0.087.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool. 21, I put E, key value is greater than
Mhm.
0.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 22. This one, I kind of guessed on this one. What did I put? I put there's insufficient evidence. We failed to. So I put no. I failed to reject.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I
So
put.
F. Okay. So if it's bigger than the level of significance, there's insufficient evidence, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you failed
Okay.
to reject.
Okay. Sweet. And then 23 and 24. I don't know if I was just stopped for time, but I skipped those two. So
Is this one that we use SPSS or that we use one of our equations? Or Excel? This looks like P equals 0.2, 20%.
Mm-hmm.
If this is a proportion question.
Let's see.
I haven't.
I think I used the one proportion one. Is that right?
I think so too. Yeah. We could have used Excel, huh? I did.
Yeah, so I just typed in the 50, what does it say? 50,
It's out of 200 sample, 5.
yeah, 50 of these outperformed. So I entered in 50 for the X and 200 for the N.
Where'd you get 50? I'm not seeing that word anywhere or number.
It's a word. It's like 3 lines up. 50 of these outperformed the Dow Jones Industrial Average in the information part.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They
When I
tricked
do
us
study,
by
like-
spelling it out instead of writing the number.
Oh. Yeah.
So did you do Excel on this then? That's probably what I did.
Yeah.
Because I got C.
So,
Yeah. Let's see. Here's my answer. I got C as well.
Okay.
with this one,
And then-
outperform. So would this be greater than for the type of test?
So we want to. Yes, I think so.
And then,
Is that 24 you're looking at?
24, I think we had to do the backwards calculation.
This is the sample size, huh?
And
okay, how do you, let's see. I don't know if I have that written down of how to do that one.
It's in the little sheet, the printout sheet.
it's.
Is it the new one?
Yeah, the new one. It's this one or this one. If you have P, use that equation. If you don't have P, use the other
Yeah.
one.
The n equals
Okay.
z star over m squared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And since they gave us the p star, then we could calculate.
Did you get 1537? B.
Yes, that's what I got.
sweet. All right. So really quick with number 23,
Mhm.
we're doing this. It's a greater than sample, and then for the null hypothesis, what do we put for the null?
You just do it in the Excel in the first tab. I don't think you need anything other than.
The null, I think, is the 20% is what I put in.
Okay. So let's see, 1.90 and 3.1. Okay. Okay, I've got that now. Sweet. All right. 25. I got is I think I put A. Yeah, I put A for that one.
25?
Yeah.
Let's see.
25, I got C.
I got C as well.
Okay, let's see.
Because we want to do p is greater than 0.2.
Maybe you are.
Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. I was thinking greater than, but I wasn't thinking
All those
P had to
symbols
be the
sometimes.
greater one. Yeah, it throws me off. Okay. So for 26, I got C.
That's what I chose to.
Okay. And then is this another Excel problem
Yeah.
for the test statistic and p-value?
Test statistic is the z.
Wait, I don't have this one like highlighted. I don't know what I did. I forgot to highlight it.
For number 27,
I have p-value.
it's the one in the one sample. After you've typed in all the information, it's the z score, right?
I forgot to highlight my answer on that one, but I had the p-value on 28 down as 1.768. Is that what you got? Okay,
Yeah.
so then I just forgot my answer. Forgot to mark my answer on 27, but it should be right if I got my p-value right. So what is it?
So the z score is a 1.768, and the p-value is 0.039.
So I highlighted the wrong one. That's what I did. I somehow skipped the p-value. And we did this in Excel?
So
Yeah.
Okay. What does that make the p-value?
So 0.039.
This is a 1 proportion.
Mhm.
And I said we rejected it. A. Okay, guys, we're in the home stretch. Then we gotta actually do the test.
Yeah, seriously.
But at least we already like figured out all the hard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my phone or my laptop charger.
Let's see. Which number are we on again? 29?
30.
30. Okay. 30. Let's see, what was this one? So this one we had to use SPSS.
Let's see.
This is where it got tricky because they didn't give us a multiple choice answer.
Yeah, that's so neat.
Okay. Oi.
So for 30, I got, and I was a little nervous because I'm not sure if I went the right procedure of getting my answer. I got negative 0.013.
Is that rounded up? I think that's what I got.
And negative 0.002 for the confidence interval.
I did the one sample t-test and got the same thing. I just didn't round them.
Okay. Let me open up I'm sure I'll have to have it open anyway, the remote computer.
Oh, yeah.
So on my SPSS it said that the DF was 99. Question 31.
Yes, that's what I got for the degrees of freedom.
I'm so glad you did the same thing with me.
And then the T equals negative 2.803.
What one is that? 32? The p-value, is that what you said?
Number 31 asks for the degrees of freedom and the test.
Oh, I just wrote down the degrees of freedom. I didn't catch that after the test statistic, which is what again?
I wrote negative 2.803.
Negative 2.0.
Sorry, just a second. My screen flipped over to the remote computer. Negative 2.803.
I just didn't read that second half of that question list. But I got the right degrees of freedom. And I put down that the 32, the p-value was 0.006, and I didn't think we divided it because it was a two-tailed test, right?
Yeah, 0.006.
Right.
Are you with us, Maddie?
Kind of.
What do you need help with?
Well, these ones I didn't actually get around to doing, but if it's just a one sample t-test, I'm trying to figure out, do we have to put in actual information on SPSS again, or does this one have
It's got an attached file.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the blue one. Okay, I've seen this one before then. Okay, well then that won't be a problem. I can figure those ones out.
Okay. So 33 is we have sufficient evidence to say that the true difference would be.
Yes.
Okay. Last questions. Oh, and we had to do it again. So I did a paired test on this one because you had to know the heights of the children in the morning to know their heights in the evening.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So I got confidence interval 8.723 and 10.455. Yeah?
I got 8.728, unless I mistyped it.
No, that's what I got, 8.728.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 3.
Oh, maybe I did. Okay, and then 35, I got 22.446.
Yep, my matches.
Okay. 3640
Mhm.
and p-value 0.000.
Yes.
Do we reject the no? Yes.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. Woo.
Whew. Okay,
Sweet.
let's see if I can get signed into this. It's not working. Sorry if the background noise is loud. Is that bothering any of you?
Yeah. It would only like be hard if
Nope.
I was like taking the test, but like the actual test.
Yeah.
So when I can take my time and I have a retake, it's not a problem.
Let's see. My remote screen is coming up black.
That's not good. Can you put it all over onto the other screen?
I'll let it sit. We'll see if it works. Okay.
I hope this isn't
So are we ready?
harder.
I know, seriously.
Are you saying the quiz?
Uh-huh. Like,
Yeah.
not a lot of order.
Yeah.
I would go crazy. Okay, looks like question number 1. This is the one about small business management. That looks like it's the same. That's a good sign.
Okay. Let's see.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be independent. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to try one more time with this BYU thing.
Are you, what are you trying to do?
Log into VMware.
Oh, it's just not even letting you log in at all.
It's logging me in, but when it comes up with the desktop, it's black.
Hmm.
Is your monitor off?
Um,
Did your monitor turn off?
I
I think that's happened to me before. I just had to sit and wait for. I had to keep logging out and then trying to redo it.
okay. Here it
So it
is.
finally worked.
I just had to plug in the cable to my computer, get a better connection or something. Okay, so I'm there.
Okay.
Okay, so are we on question 3? It's really
Yes, I think
hard
that
to do
question's done.
school during the summer.
I bet.
Yeah.
Can't wait till school starts again already, huh? Yeah, so 2 is independent. Are you there now, Marianne? Did you get it to work?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
So,
get. Okay, so let's see, where am I? So number 3. Correlation coefficient is used to quantify. Did you guys already answer this?
Which one? 3?
No, not number
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, paired samples. They're off on numbers by 1 on the actual other test.
Yeah, it's throwing me off. So then number 4 is the 1 proportion test, right? We decided.
Yeah.
Wait.
Where are you?
I'm on number 3.
Okay.
I'm really having a hard time with my children.
So number 3 is a paired sample, is what we've been thinking.
Am I doing the same? Oh no. Is this?
Did you go to the wrong one?
I went into the wrong quiz. I'm pretty sure.
Can you save and go back later?
Is that possible?
I think Nicole did that last time and said that that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Courtney, is your hair short or is it just behind your shoulders?
Behind my shoulders.
Oh.
I haven't done it yet.
I realized what I did. I was already in week 12 and I clicked on the group quiz.
Oh.
Whoops. Okay. No wonder. I was like, I don't see the answer that you guys are saying.
I wonder.
I'm so confused.
Hmm.
And then my children are talking so loud in the background. Okay. Okay. So now I think I'm in the right quiz.
Well, number 2
Okay.
is independent.
So independent. Let's see. Is that what I was missing on when you guys answered this?
Oh, yeah. I forgot we didn't go back on those.
So. So how do we tell whether it's an independent chi-squared or independent sample t-test?
If it was chi-square, there would be more than 2 groups.
Okay. Okay.
And in this one, we decided it was independent because there's 2 countries that they're examining.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 3.
Which is number 2.
Is a paired sample. Yeah.
I really couldn't think on this. Just a second.
Oh, the joys.
You guys are all like trying to like these children, and I'm just stressed out by the cat. Like he's my child, and he's trapped, and he makes me feel bad, but that's it.
My battery's about to die.
That's a longer meeting we're having, but it's being effective.
Yeah. Yes, thanks.
Poor Nicole.
Okay.
I hope she doesn't have to watch all this.
Yeah. I don't think we actually post the quiz, the practice test, but if you want to send it to her, maybe that'll help her understand what we're thinking.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that all of these, trying to figure out which test or confidence interval, I really don't think I got any of them right.
They're definitely trickier.
Yeah, we talked it out and stuff and came up with the ones we thought were right.
Mm-hmm.
So for that number 3, I had guessed.
Wait, are you looking at the test or like number 3 on the practice?
Number 3 on the group meeting quiz.
Okay, so that's number 2, right?
Yeah, I had put, and I had changed. I went through and changed them again too after I had changed them the first time, and I had put test of 2 proportions, but I still don't know. This has been a really stressful weekend when I did it. So,
so this one, it doesn't look like it's proportions, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, so what Courtney and I decided is we're kind of looking through the questions to see if it mentions proportions. And if it doesn't, we're assuming it's not a proportion question.
Mm-hmm.
So we put some paired sample t-test.
Mm-hmm.
So this is about age discrimination. Employees were in 2 groups. I'm not sure it's paired though, but it.
It's paired just because one group, knowing the age of one group tells you the age of another group. But maybe not. Maybe they're independent t-tests.
Because knowing the age
doesn't
of
tell you who's in the other
one
one.
person in the group doesn't tell you the age of another person in the other group.
That's true. So yeah, it probably would be independent then.
Wait, which one?
And still number 3 on the group meeting quiz.
The human resources one? You think it's independent instead of paired?
Yeah.
Because
I don't think they're linked.
One doesn't affect the other.
But how do we guess, or how do we know whether it's quantitative or?
Well, I think I thought it was paired because they're employed by the same company, so the company is the same that's treating them. Does that make sense? So they're trying to figure out if they're treated differently or equally, I guess, between the 2 groups, but it's the same company that's treating them.
But it's not like a paired one would be like the same
husbands and wives.
Yeah, or the same person does.
Okay. The people being tested aren't dependent on each other. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It depends on other people.
But does that mean that number 1 is still independent too?
Um,
So we have 2 independents in a row. And I know, Marianne, you were kind of debating on that one too.
Well, like I said, I really don't know. I really question myself when it brings into everything, every test we've learned in this.
Well, there's like 20 options.
Yeah.
yeah. It looks like it would be independent just because it's the United States versus Korea, so nothing from the U.S. is going to tell you what's in Korea's scores or whatever.
Okay.
But I wondered, whether they're categorical or quantitative, because this is talking about their education level, which really isn't quantitative.
I didn't even think about
That's
that.
true.
But that helps you know if it's a proportion or not. Brilliant. I'm going to write that down.
So that's why I had chosen for the first one, which is question 2, a chi-squared test.
Oh, one sample? Oh, chi-squared.
Because because it took into account the United States and Korea, and then it had the 4 levels of education. But I don't know. Could be test of 2 proportions.
So you're right, it is categorical. But I thought sometimes if you attach numbers to it on previous tests, there are no. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm good at casting doubt on everything.
It's okay. Let's just keep going. We can take it again and look at it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of pressed for time, so.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
been doing it a long time.
So number 4 is
Test of
1 proportion.
proportion.
Yeah, that's what I put. Okay.
Let's see, is that
So the
for
number-
is that number 4 that, let's see, is that number 3 on our,
Yeah, on the practice
Okay.
quiz.
I
Yeah.
had put sample Z test, 1 sample.
Is there a sigma known?
Just
No problem.
because it has a, well, maybe, yeah,
I
maybe.
have a sigma though.
So this one talks about proportions, so that's why I assumed it was a 1 proportion test.
Okay. Okay, you're right. So it does talk about proportions.
Wait, I'm lost again. We're on 5, right? The combination locks.
The survey conducted about
Question-
lottery.
Yeah, we're back to question 4 on the quiz.
A survey was conducted on what? The state lotteries?
Yeah.
Oh, we're back on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your guys' thought?
So
It was,
making a 1 proportion test, because it's like, it's just a sample of a sample, I think, is what we decided.
And it actually says
that right?
proportion.
Yeah, that's the
okay,
only reason why I think it's proportion, but it could be,
I can see
I
that.
don't know if it'd be,
Yeah, we thought it was confusing because of the sample and a sample thing, but
Yeah.
it sounds like
I
it's
got-
just 1 sample.
Yeah. I think I really got mixed up with the 48.5%.
yeah.
Okay.
Number
Okay.
5,
Thanks.
we put paired sample.
Okay, let's take a look.
We did that because the students opening them were the same.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. That makes sense. Oh yeah, that's what I put too. Sorry. I didn't realize because the the numbers are off.
It's confusing.
Okay, so then number 6, we put paired samples again.
I feel like that was like our most common answer.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
I know.
Let's see, what is number 6?
Number 5 on that review.
I put independent sample T confidence interval.
You said it was independent. I thought it was paired
this is the one
because
that-
both appraisers looked at the same houses.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the one that
Debate
we talked about early.
Yeah, this is the one we talked about earlier.
We could both just do separate answers and see.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what we ended up saying anyway. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. I was like, wait, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So then for number 7, we put independent sample. T-test.
Independent sample.
because we figured it was psychology versus accounting, so it's not the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's independent.
Okay.
8, we did paired sampling again.
Yep.
Let's see. Number
We got
8.
that because it's both through the Oreo company and you're comparing the double stuff to a regular Oreo. So one Oreo helps you find out the information for the other Oreo.
I have no idea, really. Okay. I'll put what I had put and just see. I don't even know if what I put was right, though.
What one did you think it was?
It was, I wrote one sample T confidence interval, but I'm not sure that doesn't even sound right to me now.
Well, maybe it is just one sample because they're only really looking at the double stuff, but they're comparing it to the regular Oreos, but they didn't actually pull a sample of regular Oreos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll put that one in just to see.
Yeah, you do the other one and then let us know.
I'm kind of feeling like I'm going to fail the first 9 questions.
These ones are the hardest for me too.
Yeah. So wait, I don't remember what the difference is between a T and a Z.
Sigma being known or not known.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then, Marianne, would you put one sample T confidence?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay, the next one we said probability of a type 1 error.
Number 9.
Let's see where it's at.
Yeah.
I think we should start going faster now because I think we're back to where we already discussed everything together.
Back to the stuff we actually understand. Okay.
Honestly, I'm surprised that we had as many of the same answers all together because I literally thought I was going to be like way off from everyone else.
Let's see. Number 9. Number 9, isn't that actually the probability of observing a sample statistic more extreme?
That's number 10, right? The p-value one in the test. That one's asking for the p-value.
Oh, is that the p-value?
Yeah, p-value is the one as extreme.
Okay.
For sure. The significance level, I think we decided, was the probability of the type 1 error.
Okay. Okay. Number 11 is the one that we decided was 95.
Well, 95%. Okay, 12. We got 0.30. Do we round to the third?
I
think so.
Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't say. Okay. So the standard deviation, I just want to make sure that this is the same question.
Okay, where are we?
Number 12.
Okay. Yeah, I put 0.30 on that one.
And isn't there an extra 0 though, because it's rounded to 3?
Oh, probably. But I don't know why.
Because it doesn't say not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't make a difference really.
It's the same answer.
Yeah.
I wonder if some of these tests, like the answers are, there's like several possibilities for how people write them, and if it's not one of those, you get counted wrong.
Yeah.
Instead of just one option. Okay, 15, right? Or
I'm on 14. Let's see.
Wait. So for number 13, would you, 0.046, huh?
Mhm. Then 14 is 0.138.
Yeah.
yep.
And then for 15,
So now we have to do the margin of error.
oh, what?
They always throw that one in there. The kicks.
Seriously, margin of error, what did we decide that one was? It's fairly
So
simple.
it's not in there, but don't we just take the upper minus the lower and divide it by 2?
Oh,
Yes.
But it wasn't actually in the textbook, so we have to plug it in.
My calculator.
Okay, so I got 0.016.
Yep, me too. Now our numbers
Okay.
are really off.
Yeah. Okay, so the lower bound is negative 0.003. And then upper bound is 0.029. So, are you guys both on 18 now?
Yeah.
This one is the first one, not equal to.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
And then for 19, we have 1.458, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Make sure it matches up with that. Number 16. Yeah.
And then number 20 is 0.145.
Okay, so that meant we know I failed to reject
Yeah.
the first one. Oh wait, no,
first
the
one's
last
accept.
one.
Yeah.
Glad I caught that.
Yeah.
Dumb mistake. Okay.
So for 22, is that number 19 now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so 6.580.
Yeah. And then 0.087 for the p-value.
No, P is greater than.
Yep.
24. Mariana, are you still with us?
I just typing in 23. Okay, 24 is.
Is no, p-value is greater.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Which means we have insufficient evidence to say that. Let's see.
Because we failed to reject it. Insufficient evidence that there is a difference, right?
Is it independent of age or not independent of age?
Well, if we rejected it, or we failed to reject it, so that means it is the null, which means it's independent, it is, right? This is the null is independent and the alternative is always not independent for 3 or more proportions. They didn't award this in the question that we did.
Yeah.
All I
So,
know- We failed to reject it, so that means it's insufficient. And
uh-huh.
it means that the null is still right because we didn't reject it. And all the nulls for 3 or more proportion tests are all independent. So I think it's the is independent of age.
Yeah.
This is, let's just see, in the second to last.
Oh, wait. But we have insufficient evidence to say that it is not independent.
No,
Okay.
we have insufficient to say that it is independent, right?
What kind of?
We reject. We
'Cause we're-
failed to
Oh, wait.
reject.
Oh. To say that it's not.
Yeah. Because you need to restate the alternative hypothesis for this.
Ugh,
So you have
confusing.
insufficient evidence.
Yes. That's a trick question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then for this one, number 26, it's just the 0.20, right?
I think it's 0.190.
Oh, lower
C
bound.
26 is, which one are we on?
Yeah, what number is that one now? Because
I think it's 23.
23. Okay, and put the lower bound, so 0.190.
Yeah.
okay.
This is a really long
Yeah,
Yes.
45 questions. This is like as long as the real test.
it's longer than the real test. And then, okay, so what is the upper bound then?
That one, 0.310, 0.310.
Okay, and then next one.
37. The answer was 1,537, right?
Uh-huh.
For 28, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then 29p is greater than 0.02 or 0.2.
Mm-hmm.
P is greater than, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the alternative.
What?
Yeah, for the alternative.
I can feed him now. I can just turn off
Okay. So number 30,
It's the first one.
first one.
So 30 is the first one.
Mm-hmm. And 31, let's see, is 1.768, so we decided.
Yeah.
Jamie, does he need a diaper change? Okay, so the p-value is 0.039, right?
Yeah.
And then we say yes because we rejected.
We rejected the null. Okay. And then what's the lower bound?
Okay, this one I didn't round, but I think it's 0.013.
Negative 0.03. Yeah.
13, so it says 0.013.
Negative 0.013.
Okay, yep. And then the upper bound.
Negative 0.002.
Okay. And then degrees of freedom.
99.
91. And is this one negative 2.803?
Mhm.
And then 0.006.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
And then with this one, we have sufficient evidence, right?
That they're different.
The mean is different. So the first one?
Huh.
Mhm.
Okay. And then what did we get? 7 or 8.7.
2.8.
Okay.
And then 10.455.
Or is it 455 or 445?
4.5.
I have 455.
Okay. And then okay, this is it the 22.446?
Yes.
I stopped numbering them. And then 40. And is 44 1.000? Wait,
0.0 or 0.000.
Yeah.
and we reject the null, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it, wait,
Yes, because we rejected the null.
okay.
Mhm.
I was testing something. All right, let's submit this thing.
All right, well, we got 2 and 3 wrong. And I think, Marianne, you put a different answer in one of those. And 7.
Let's see.
And 8. Gosh.
Number 2.
So 2 is the chi-squared.
Chi's, yeah, I got 2 right. So chi-squared.
And 3 I got wrong.
3 I got right.
Which one did you put?
Test of 2 proportions. Number 4 I got right. Test of 1
We
proportion.
got that one right, too.
Number 5 I got right.
7 and 8 are the next ones that were wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So
I got number 6 wrong.
Oh, 6 is paired samples.
Okay, so 6 was the paired samples one.
yeah. And 7. Does that mean 7 is paired samples too?
Number 7 I got wrong. I put independent sample.
We both did, so it's probably paired.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 8 I got right.
Which was it? Because we got it wrong.
1 sample T confidence interval.
Wait.
Same. We did really good on everything else.
What is the ones that we got wrong?
Those kinds of questions that are hard.
Did we get everything else right?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
At least Maddie and I did it. I don't know if you put any more different answers down past that.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I got number 34 and 35 wrong. How did I do
I
that?
got those 2 wrong too.
34 and 35? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I was wondering if I did that wrong.
But I got the same answers as you. I did a 1 sample t-test, so it must not be a 1 sample t-test.
Yeah, I probably
Is there
did
a
that
sigma
wrong.
known in here?
I didn't see any.
Like a 90. I got those wrong.
Huh.
Okay, well, I'll have to figure that out.
So I had done that one question with the confidence interval one way and got a confidence interval, and then I did it another way and got a different confidence interval, and I wrote the second one. So I don't know, maybe it was the first one, or maybe maybe it was completely wrong, both of them.
Okay.
But I can't remember what I did.
I got number 36 wrong. What is 36?
Let's see, where's 36?
It's supposed to be 99.
Oh, I put 91. Dang it.
Oops. Well, you can redo it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I've got everything else, and now baby's hungry, so I gotta feed him.
Well, thanks so much for making it so I could continue to join with you guys.
That was all you.
Oh, that was really stressful, and I realized that the whole time I kept thinking that the dentist appointment was tomorrow. Like, oh wait, it's today.
Oh, the joys of being a mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with the collected data, we do that all separately. I'll email you guys the stuff that I've got. And then we should be good to go.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Sweet. Well, we'll talk to you ladies later.
All right,
good
see ya.
Bye.
Bye.